This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purposes.
Hello and welcome back to another lesson on Canva. So in our previous lesson, I made you familiar with the top panels and other options, and I showed you an overview of the whole website. And in this lesson, I'm going to get you familiarized with these side panels while we're editing, okay? Now, previously we did this one, okay? So just for example, I created this small customization slide, and now we're going to talk about all of these functions here. There's design, elements, brand hub. We're not going to talk about the brand hub because this is for the pro version, so we're not going to touch on this one. I'm going to make you familiar with this uploads, text, draw, projects, and apps, okay? So another reminder is that Canva also has a mobile app, so you can use it in your Android phone if you prefer to do that. So it's pretty convenient like that. Now, since we're going to edit with Canva, we're going to need designs, right? So there are a lot of design options here. A lot of them are free, and we can choose any one of them, okay? So for instance, if we want to create a wedding card, okay, let's create a wedding card and let's get familiarized with this interface. Okay, so first I'm going to delete this one, delete every single one of these. Okay, we're going to delete all of these. We're gonna keep a blank page. Okay, all right, so now we're just going to add a page. Okay, so since we want to make a wedding card, we can just simply type in wedding cards. Okay, there you go. And here you can see there are a lot of templates for wedding cards, and you can select any one of these that you want to choose. You can just select them. Okay, now we're going to select any one of these. Let's get back up, and we're going to select, let's say, this one. Okay, so the wedding of, okay, so we're going to select this one and we're going to use this. Now, since we're going to edit this wedding card and we're going to make it into our own wedding card, right? So it says here we can actually change every single aspect of this wedding card, okay? So you can see every single text, it can be edited for our pleasure. Okay, so here is the name, so we can actually change the names of these persons. So I'm going to change it to Steve and Jenny. All right, the wedding of Steve and Jenny. Save the date, and we're going to quote something here as well. And we can actually go online to Google and look for some quotes. And wedding quotes. Search for wedding card, right? We're gonna find a short one because we don't have much space here, okay? So we're going to go for a short quote, very short one. It's a joy to celebrate your love. So we're gonna select this one. Just copy it and we're going to paste it. Control Shift V. Okay, and now we're going to adjust this to the size. Okay, well, you can see that we adjusted the size, and and this is exactly how we wanted it. And now we can see the wedding of Steve and Jenny, and we can just set the date to whatever date we want. Like it's 2023, we're gonna give it 2023, and we're just gonna keep the dates as it is now, and we're gonna keep the address as it is right now. Okay. Now, if we want to edit this a bit more for the furthermore, we can actually do that as well. So we can go to, once we get the template from the design, we're gonna go to the elements. Okay. Now this is another part of the side panel, are the elements. Now I touched on it in the previous video when I gave an example of all of these, how we can use it. Okay, so we use these stars. So we're not going to use these stars anymore. So we can actually use these stickers, these glowing stickers like this one. We can just take it there, and you can see here we can also adjust the color. Let's give a bit the white color. The white color seems fine. Okay, so we're gonna keep the white color here, and we can just adjust this however we want it. Okay, so we're just gonna adjust it here in the middle. All right, so there you go. This is the effect of this wedding card, and then we can add more features as well. Let's take a look at wedding. We can just simply type in wedding, and there are a lot of stickers here that we can use for our wedding. If I use these bells, yes, we can also use these bells. Or maybe we can just lose the bells. We can add, now most of these are all, let's see all of them. Most of these are all like the better ones. They're like pro. You gotta upgrade to pro to use the better ones. Okay, you can also try it for 30 days. Try the pro version for 30 days. Just try it out, see how it is. If you like it, you can purchase it. Okay, so we can actually use this one, and then make this bigger. We're gonna add this one, make this a bit smaller again, and then put it in the middle, or we can put it here as well. Okay, there we go. Alright, that looks good. Okay, and then we can also edit this. Okay, position, transparency is going to be, let's go with, okay, so the transparency is like that, and because of that now we can see the text much more clearly, right? Now before, if I keep the transparency at like 100%, this might disrupt the text right here. Okay, so I just kept the transparency enough for the people to see, plus the text, they won't be hampered. Okay, and now we're going to add some more details into it. Like there are some more here, like the magic recommendations. Let's see, let's check these out. Now these are really good stickers that we can use. So only these three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them are free. The rest of them are like not free, so we can use this one as well. Okay, just gotta select this one and then move it over here, and we're gonna place it right over here. Okay, and now we're going to adjust the size, and then drag it again, and now we're going to set the transparency enough so that people can view the text. Okay, maybe a bit more. Okay, so this is the wedding card. Now these are the elements that we used. If we want to use anything else, like we already typed in wedding, And if we want to add some things as well, more things, like, let's see this one. No, we're not gonna use this one. Let's see if we can use something else. Okay, this flower seems good. We're going to place this here, right here. And we're gonna try to make this look like it's coming out of this place, okay? So let's increase the size here. Okay, and now we're going to adjust it a bit more. Yeah. Now let's change the transparency. Okay. Now we've got that. Okay, that seems good. Now this is our wedding card that we created. And now let's move on to the other ones. Like this one is the upload section. Okay, I told you that I'm not going to touch on the brand hub because the brand hub is for the paid version of Canva. So I'm going to go to the uploads. So now in the upload section, you can see here I have some images right here that I recently uploaded, but you can also upload through like this. Okay, just go to your folder wherever your picture is, just select them and then open it. It will open up right here. Okay, so you can select your pictures from here. Like if I select this one, you can see here it appeared here, and I can now use this picture in my project. Okay, so that is the uploads section. Now in the upload section, you can basically give pictures of JPG and then turn it into PNG after you download it. There will be an option here, download, then they'll ask you, so I'll show that later, no worries. And then we have the text section in our side panel. Now in the text section, you have this default text styles. Okay, add heading. Okay, this is the heading, subheading, and then we have the little bit of body text that we use, basically these types of stuff. Okay, so these are like the heading stuff, and we're going to, let's click on this one. Now you can see it's telling us to add a heading. Now if we want, we can just click here and type in anything we want, and then we can just drag it and place it wherever we want it placed. Okay, wherever we want it placed. And then we can also add the subheading through this as well. We can, same process. Okay, we can just type anything here, and then we can just drag and drop it anywhere we want. And the same goes for the body text as well. Just type in. The thing about the difference is that these parts are all designated in one size. Okay, so the heading size is this big, and then the subheading is a bit smaller, and the text, body text, is the smallest one. Yes, and you can also choose your font combinations here as well. You can choose the fonts, whichever fonts you want to choose from here. Like if I add a heading right there, and then if I choose this heading and choose a font for this heading, like this one, the glow one, you can see here that it's using this glow heading as well. So I can actually use these headings however I want it. I can edit it however I want. Alright, so that is the text section. Now let's go to the draw version. Once I click on the draw section here, you can see here this is an interface that appears, and we have some pencils here, pens and pencils here. So this one is currently selected. If we select this one, this is the dark, the more bolder term. So if we do this, you can see here that it's drawing. Okay, so we can use these pens to draw. All right, all of these stuff. And then this one is the thinnest one, so we can use this to draw as well. And the last one here is the eraser. Okay, so if we select the eraser, we can just simply erase every single one of it. Okay, so if I like do one here, and do one here. I can just select the eraser and just click on it here like this, and it will just erase it completely. Okay, and that is the draw section. I can also select the colors, like if I want this color to be something like red, I can select that, and if I want this color to be something, let's say this one, then I can make that happen as well, and then I can use the eraser to just erase it completely. So that is the draw section. And then we have the projects. Okay, so this is the section where we keep our projects. Okay, the projects are saved here in this section. So this is the heading. This one is probably this one that we're doing right now. So it's saved as like this. So if we save it later, it will be like this. Okay, so that is the project. So in every section of Canva, we have a project. They have a project folder where things are saved. The projects that you do are saved. Okay, and then we have the apps. Now, if you're in a pro level editing, you might need these apps as extensions to use them in your projects as well. So I'm not going to go in deep with these. So you can use the QR code or Google Drive or anything that you want. Okay, so now that we're done editing our wedding card, okay, now we can do here is we want to save this. Okay, so I want to save this, download, and I want to save this not as a PNG, or if I want this, let's say this, the sparkling that is going on in the background, I can save it as a Jiffy. Okay, and then I can select download, and it's gonna be ready. It's getting ready. So it's preparing the download. After it's ready, it will start downloading in the browser. All right. Now, if it was a JPG file or a PNG file, it would have been started downloading much faster. But since it is a Jiffy file, it's gonna be downloading a bit slower because it's processing all the animations and stuff. You can see here all the animations. They're processing it. And then after it's done, it's gonna start downloading. Okay, all right, so now it's gonna be downloaded. Now you can just add, let's say I'm going to add wedding card, wedding cards, and then we're gonna select it in the downloads. Okay, so I'm going to save it. So it's a GIF image, and once I've downloaded it, so it's downloaded. Now let's view this image. So you can see that I'm viewing this from my computer. Now it is a Jiffy file, so that's why the sparklings, they are going out, and we can see the sparklings. Now if you don't want it in a Jiffy file, you can also download it as a PNG file. Okay, now the PNG file is perfect for like wedding cards and stuff. Okay, so if I download a PNG file and download it like that, you can see that it's downloading much faster than the Jiffy file. Okay, so it's already downloaded, and we're going to save it as wedding cards 2. Now once I've saved it, it's downloaded already. Now you can see that it's not glowing, right? But the image effect is there, but it's not glowing. So this is an ideal one for a wedding card. Okay, so that's basically all the side panels, and I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next lesson.